Hello, today I'm going to be filming my day to night makeup look, all using my Lorac Pro 2 palette. All the other makeup items will be listed in the down bar in case I don't know the color name when I'm doing this voiceover. So anyways, yay, let's get started. Daytime look, wow. Okay, so starting with a clean, fresh face, we're going to use our Revlon Colorstay foundation, and I really like this one because since this is a makeup look that goes to the nighttime, you want your makeup to last that long, and yeah, I got some on my lips, and I hate that. Oh, and as usual, I'm using my Sigma F80 brush, which is just my absolute favorite foundation brush. Then I'm going to go in with my under eye treatment, concealer, whatever, and a fluffy Beige Cosmetics brush to blend that in with the help of my fingers a little bit under my eye too. I find that tapping the concealer in place makes it last much longer than if I just use a brush alone. I feel like it really sets in. Then I'm going to use a fluffy Real Techniques brush and a little bit of my e.l.f. HD setting powder to set underneath my eyes and a little bit down my nose, just because that's where I tend to get shiny and my makeup might slip off. And that's it for the face makeup, so now we can move on to the eyes. I'm going to prime with my Lorac Pro 2 concealer that came with the palette. And I guess it's just a regular Lorac eyeshadow primer. Then I'm going to use the color light brown on a on a MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to put this in the crease relatively lightly, but not like too lightly. You want it to show up when you look forward, but you don't want it to look too defined. Then I'm going to grab the color Nectar, which is a much more pink and lightened version of that first color, kind of, and I'm going to put this above my crease. I find that this adds such beautiful warmth, and the pinkness didn't really show up well. Then I'm going to grab Rose, which I find is most beautiful when applied first with a finger, and then I add a little bit more on my flat shader brush and just sort of blend the edges of that little bit. Then I'm going to grab the color light brown again for the bottom lash line, since this is a pretty subtle color but still adds definition. And I'm going to grab the color Buff for my brow bone and Beige for the inner corner. I really love the color Beige for the inner corner because it's just like a little bit shimmery but not too much. It's really natural and beautiful. For the brows, I'm going to use my NYX Brow Cake. Really, you don't want to go too much with this, just a little definition on, you know, the like bald patches that we all have. Then I'm going to use a really pigmented NYX like rosy natural flushy blush, and I'm going to go a little heavy on the highlighter because if you haven't already got that, I'm just obsessed with highlighter. Then I'm going to take a rosy Revlon lipstick and I'm going to blot this off because I've just been really into matte lip shades lately and I think it's so beautiful. Then I'm going to grab my Manga mascara, which I actually really enjoy. The reviews are very mixed and I've heard a lot of bad reviews, but if you're on the fence about it, I would definitely consider trying it out for yourself because I've had amazing results. And that's it for the daytime part of this tutorial, and I hope you stay tuned for the next one. Yay for nighttime. So I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to peel it off and stick it on the outer edge of my eye to make a really sharp wing. And yes, this is uncomfortable, and once they're even, you're just going to stick them on and make sure they're really stuck. Then I'm going to take the color Charcoal, which is a dark gray, and I'm just going to pop this over that crease color. By the way, you don't have to take any of your makeup off. This is just laying over what we had already. Then I'm going to take the star of the show, which is the shade Plum. I love the shade. It is gorgeous. And so I'm just going to pretty heavily apply that in the crease, especially focusing on the outer parts of the eye. And don't worry, because, you know, the tape is there. Then we're going to take the color Cocoa and put this all over the eyelid. I find that this shade has quite a lot of fallout. That's why I'm holding the tissue underneath my eyes. And you can see that really makes it defined. Now I'm going to use the color Chrome, and I like to put a shimmery shade on the balls of my eyes because it just makes my eyes look more like big. And then I'm going to grab more of that plum shade and deepen the crease, and the big moment is peeling off the tape and being really excited that it actually worked. Oh, I love that crisp line. It's so amazing. Yes. So then we're gonna go with Cocoa and put this on the bottom lash line pretty lightly, but it's a pretty pigmented shade, so yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to line my eyes, and this should be relatively easy because we used that tape line as a guide for where we're going to put the eyeliner. I just decided to make my eyeliner more curved than the actually crisp line that we already had, so that is the finished line. Then I'm going to line my top and bottom lash line, water line with my Jordana, I don't know, 12-hour eyeliner, I think that's what it's called. And I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply another coat of my Miss Manga mascara. I'm really gonna build it up on the bottom eyelashes, by the way, because I feel like I don't know, bottom eyelashes, they almost look like eyeliner and they add so much like intensity to an eye look. I don't know, I love it. Then I'm going to use my Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer and contour my cheeks a tiny bit, not so much, just to add a little bit definition and warmth to my face. And I'm also going to add that same bronzer to the temples of my forehead and right underneath my jaw to make it stronger. Then I'm going to stack up that blush a little bit more, just a tiny bit. And I'm going to really define my brows this time. My brows are already a little filled in, so I'm just going to add a little more definition. I removed the previous lip color I was wearing, and first I will go in with MAC's Kinda Sexy, which is just a little too corally, and then I took a nude shade from Revlon. The color's in the description. I love this nude shade. It reminds me of Myth by MAC. So I'm just going to layer that over, blend them, blot it off, and then I set it with a bit of my e.l.f. setting powder because, like I said, I've just been really into matte lips lately and I think they're so beautiful. And then all of a sudden it just started raining like crazy at like 5:30. It was so random. So anyways, that's the end of the look, and I really hope you enjoy this look. I think these looks are so much fun, so please like, comment, and subscribe if you think so too. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.